last year we went to the eye. I remember your smile reflecting the light. We didn't care what tomorrow would bring. There was only right now, the sun was alive.
Today's an interesting day. Right now I'm going to Walmart to try and return the bike that I broke, or that broke on me. I don't even want to say I broke the bike. I'm not taking responsibility for that. That was a manufacturer's defect. I'm really hoping to maintain that attitude in Walmart too. Another interesting thing that's occurring today is it's Brennan's last day of daycare, like ever. September he starts school, done daycare for the summer. Yeah. All right, they're taking the exchange. Gotta find a new bike. Hey, they have the same one. See, now the predicament that I'm in is, do I get something new? Or do I go with the same one that I had before? Let's shop around a little. This one's pretty good. And I would save some money. I don't know how to do this. Oh god. This one's just falling off. That's good. Jesus. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Alright. Not breaking that bike. This is kind of like getting back together with an ex. You're just not really sure if you can trust them anymore. Let's compare and contrast. Usage. Keep superior control on rough terrain and downhill trails. Keep control and traction on smooth, light trails. Not really a big trail rider, so that's kind of that's a point for this bike. Easy riding, sturdy steel frame with training wheels. Training wheels. Is it because there's more grip? They look like the same wheels. Frame. High tensile steel TIG welded frame. That sounds more sturdy. Brakes. Foot operated coaster brakes. I'm starting to feel like that's on the wrong bike. I'm starting to think that was supposed to go on a kid's bike. 866. 866. No, it's the right bike. Front and rear linear pull brakes. Warranty, lifetime frame and fork. This doesn't have a warranty. Well, the warranty's already paid for itself with this bike. I think I'm gonna give the Huffy one more chance. It comes with a warranty, and that warranty's already paid for itself. I'm at Walmart returning and exchanging my bike. And besides, this one doesn't look like a crappy floor model. This one actually is like snug and the brakes are good, and it's not the bolt on the seat, it's not stripped. I feel like I bought the used and abused floor model last time. Let's go with this one. And if it breaks again, we'll know for sure.
Still see you walk down the shore, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answer. The answer. We can do it all again.
How it's supposed to look. How it's not supposed to look. Alrighty then. Exchanged. Hang on a sec. Do my seatbelt up. Na 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 na, can't talk to the camera with only two hands. Alright, exchanged it. And I want to give this bike one more try before it breaks on me. I am going to be putting it through its paces pretty rough in the next couple of days to make sure that doesn't happen again, because if it happens again, no more Huffies. I think that's what I'm going to do today, because Brennan's in daycare, Carlin and Brooklyn are sleeping. I'm going to take the dogs for a bike ride, and then I'm going to go downtown and go for a bike ride. I feel like that's a good plan. Alright, dogs run. I was going to record an ad today that I was gonna run for my business on Facebook, but I'm still on vacation. I feel like that's almost cheating on my vacation. There's been a lot of infidelity metaphors today. That's not intentional, my marriage is good. Alright, load the bike up, and it's downtown we go. First things first, I want to go for like a tour. Just a fun little bike ride. Have some fun. I gotta get a bike rack at the back of the van. Because even with my rear seats folded, I can't get this bike to fit in a way that I'm... There. Okay, we're good. And then we're gonna talk about something.
Somewhere down the line, meant to come back home. We can do it all again. I know.
Huh. So I'm downtown. I'm gonna go for a bike ride and beat the hell out of this bike and see if I can't break it again. Before I do that, earlier today I mentioned that today was Brennan's last day of daycare, and I'm not one of those dudes that tends to get incredibly sentimental over landmarks or big thing. I'm 29, I'm not gonna freak out when I turn 30, 40 or 50, probably 60. I just don't, those things aren't really huge to me. I'm not gonna cry when Brennan moves out. I'll probably rejoice. I'm not gonna cry when he goes to school. I'm gonna be happy for him. See, that's not really my thing. I'm not super sentimental. I'm not super, these things it's not a big deal to me. But it has me thinking today about the landmarks that I've seen with my son and the landmarks that I will see with both my son and my daughter. The interesting thing about it is, for me, I can't speak for all dads, but like for me, there's a window of time between birth and 18 months where the kid cannot go to daycare, and they're pretty much completely your responsibility. And then from 18 months to about 3 years, 4 years old, they can be in daycare, but it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Daycare, especially here in Ontario where I live, is astronomically high. And I have no idea. There are people that I know, go away Hornet. There are people that you're not a Hornet. There are people that I know with like 3 small children in daycare, and it's like I have absolutely no idea how you're doing this. And then there's 4 on. And from 4 on, during the day, during the week, they're the school's responsibility. Now there's 2 sides of my brain at play when it comes to raising my kids. There's the side of my brain that acknowledges the importance of school and education and allows them going to school and getting out of my house allows me the air cover to hustle and work and experiment and learn and do the things that I want to do. Then there's the other side of the coin where it's like, I want to take both my kids out of school, educate them on my own, buy an RV, and travel the world. For a lot of people, option B is a lot more appealing, but it's simply not practical at this stage of the game for me, especially having a very young daughter. Now, once Brooklyn turns 4 years old and we have that option, we'll see how the school system starts to go. I've never been one to really rant and rave about the school system being a good thing. I hated school. I hated high school. I hated public school. I never went to college or university, and I'm making as much, if not more, as some of my friends that did with no debt. There's a lot of pros and cons about post-secondary education or even high school education, and to me, it's just, I don't know, there's a lot I could say about that given subject. For Brennan, this is just the first step. He's going to school, which is excellent, and for the next year I've got air cover from my wife on mat leave to do all the things that I really want to do with my business, with learning, with all that kind of stuff. And then we start the cycle over again, where Brooklyn goes to daycare and Brennan's in school, and then we have another 2 to 3 years of daycare payments before we can make sure that we have the air cover to again do what we need. There's a part of me that really wants to figure out a way of creating a business that can be fully functional and operational on the internet, which will allow me to work from anywhere. I mean, in a perfect world, this vlog would go viral and I would be able to monetize my YouTube channel through sponsorships and partnerships and literally just travel the world with my family and make that my YouTube channel and get paid that way. That's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. There's a lot more work in it. So I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, this is the first stepping stone for the next couple of years to really make sure that my kids get what they need out of the school system, but also it's a stepping stone. Knowing that I can kind of do my thing is important to me, and I can't afford a nanny or a housekeeper. I'd be doing that. I think there's a balance to be found between being involved with your children's life and their children having a life outside of you. That's why a lot of our parents sent us to summer camp when I was a kid, so the parents could have time to themselves, so they could invigorate the spark in their marriage. The sections of growing up, the sections of being a parent, this is kind of the first stepping stone where Brennan gets to go to school. My hope is I can instill, as a parent, I can instill the desire to explore and do things and learn the same way I do with my kids, and then we'll determine where our path goes. We might end up being one of those families that simply travels in a RV and we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. We'll sell everything we own and just buy an RV, which would be an awesome way to live life. On the other side of the coin, it's gonna largely depend on the kind of people my children become, because I'm not gonna force my kids into stuff like that. So if I'm being honest, I don't know a whole lot of children that wouldn't be into that. Okay, I'm downtown now, and I'm gonna put this camera back into my van, and I'm gonna go for a bike ride and beat the hell out of my bike a little bit, and see if I can't break it again. And then we're gonna go pick Carlin and Brooklyn up, and then we're gonna go get Brennan when we're done daycare, and then, bye. All right, back at home, getting some stuff out of the van, and then Carlin and I are going to go to Walmart and buy more formula. This baby goes through formula like it's going out of style. Happy last day of daycare, buddy.
See, I told you it was here. Boys. Hi.